In the original game, Leona makes at least 2 references to his brother, Falana, leading up to his overblot, that were both dropped from the English language adaptation. After sending an eavesdropping Jack to his room, Leona says, "He sounds just like my brother." But this was changed in the English language version of the game, to, "talking like he's better than me." Leona never actually says that his problem with Jack is that Jack talks like he is better than him. The introduction of this line makes Leona sound insecure, in a scene where he is actually struggling with his familial issues. This scene even leads to an inkblot cutscene, as if Leona's insecurity about Jack is what is causing his distress, when his problem isn't with Jack at all, it's with Falana. The second time a reference to Falana is dropped is directly before Leona's overblot. He tells Riddle, "Don't lecture me like you're my brother." This line was not rewritten for the English-speaking audience. Instead, it was dropped entirely, so that Leona does not reference his brother at all, despite how Falana clearly has significant influence on Leona's emotional state and why Leona overblotted at all, which is important to the plot. And that was not the only line that was removed from Leona's dialogue leading to his overblot. While explaining to Ruggie why he has no intention to compete with Malleus, Leona explains that the and Ruggie are trapped in their roles in life, and he is the hated second-born prince who won't ever be king. The fact that he is hated, however, was removed from his dialogue in the English language version of the game. This was an unfortunate change, as Leona might not actually mind being second-born if those around him did not use that as an excuse to disparage him in favor of his brother. His main issue may not be being second-born at all, but being hated for it, a factor that is not his fault and that he cannot control or ever change, which is why he no longer tries. Many of the insults in the English language version of the game do not actually exist, and were invented for the English-speaking audience. This includes this line of Leona's during Fairy Gala, where he calls the fairies stupid, which he didn't actually say. Leona tells Jamil that he needs to stop making excuses about why he is holding himself back and put in a real effort, in a lecture that resonates with Jamil. Leona concludes with, "Take your time to think it over. After all, you're not like me," insinuating that, unlike Leona, Jamil still has potential and can change his future. Several chapters later, Jamil realizes that this is what Leona has been trying to teach him, saying, "I haven't even caught up to my peers." Which means, I have more room to grow than anyone else, right? In the English adaptation, however, Leona's line of, "You're not like me," was changed to, "I'm not like you," making himself the subject and sounding a little demeaning, despite how it was originally phrased as self-depreciation in encouragement of Jamil.